Hello everybody, happy to see you for a second video. This time more a video on demand about advices about the posture, especially for people having to work from home right now. But it also counts when you work at your office with an adapted furniture, adapted seat with arm handles, etc. Mainly it's about our body posture. So what is important when we sit on a desk or we stand, whatever, with a stand-up desk right now, is to use what we can manage in our body, and that are the muscles. Most important muscle, the core, and important to name it more the core than the arms, because that shows how it's important to have a good stability in our lower back and our hips, and that makes that the secondary muscles, shoulders, upper back, can work easier, not to be tired too fast. So to work on these core muscles, it's mainly through the breathing. When we breathe in, we let the belly out, exhale, let it in, contract the muscle, and put all the emphasis on the hips and the lower back. So the idea to remember is swallow your belly button. And that is also important in anything we do in our life. When we have to lift something, for example, contract, be aware of your core, swallow your belly button, and then do the movement, protects the lower back. The passive position on the desk, you will here sit, for example. Important to remember, when we sit on our legs, we have an important pressure on our lower back. If we can sit comfortably in the back of the seat, don't hesitate, do it. If we are better with an extension, we can put a pillow, a roll, whatever, in our lower back to keep the extension. The most comfortable position is actually to sit on the edge of the seat, on our hip bones, so the mobility, the movement will be around the hips and not around the back. So that is the most comfortable position. But most important, life is mobility. So every while, 20 minutes, half an hour, stand up, walk a little bit, have a glass of water, do some movements, yoga movements, why not, for a few seconds, and then go back, sit, stand, sit on a ball, whatever is available at your place. The passive position on the desk, if you have a screen, is to have the eyes at 1/3, 2/3 from the screen. So actually, if you feel that you look further down, if you have glasses, you have to look up your glasses to adapt. That means you're not adapted anymore in the position. And then it's time to do the coming few little exercises to rebalance your posture, and I will show you that on our personal guinea pig. And now, after the more powerful muscles like the arms, we go on the other postural muscles like the shoulders, the back muscles. So around the shoulders we have the dorsalis grandis, rhomboids, for example. So dorsalis grandis, less powerful than the core, but still great power. Here we can see for the rhomboids, for example, that they're not as efficient as they should be. Then we have the small muscles along the spine from the occiput to the sacrum. All these muscles have a resistance of 50 grams. They're numerous. but that explains you already that it's absolutely not worth it to do exercises where you put a lot of power, like lifting your chest, lifting your legs. They will be tired too fast and not efficient at all. So what you see about the posture, when we feel, when these muscles are tired, that we slouch somehow, that is when it's interesting to put on some exercises specifically for that part. And I said life is movement, so I like more active exercises like active stretchings than passive movements where the body will not react as well. So first exercise for the small postural muscles, you stay in a neutral posture. So if I put a book on your head, it will not fall down forwards or backwards. And you push vertically against the ceiling, towards the ceiling, I mean. And that will contract all the small little muscles from the head to the hip. A few seconds and then relax. You can do that a few times whenever you want. It's actually very fast to give a good tonus to these postural muscles. And when you have well assimilated that little postural exercise, we can focus more on the opening of the shoulders. You will see often the passive stretch for the shoulder to pull on the shoulder, but the first thing what will happen when we stop it, the shoulder will want to go in front again. So I like more an active stretch, where the principle of an active stretch is when you contract a muscle for a few seconds and you relax, the opposite muscle, the muscle you just did contract for a few seconds will be neutralized. So to contract the opposite muscle, it will give an active stretch through the first one and will still remain strong. Keep its tonus. So the first position, the first part of the exercise is you put your hands in front of each other and you push them together to contract very strongly the pectorals. 6 seconds. Immediately at the end of the 6 seconds, you squeeze the shoulder blades, imaging an olive in between the shoulder blades, and you feel the oil going down your back. And then at the end of it, rest for 6 seconds. So 6 seconds contraction, 6 seconds back contraction, and then relax, not to re-stretch the back muscles. So the idea is to keep the front muscles strong, but longer, and the back muscles stronger and shorter. What you can do in a little funny way to contract, also to continue to build up the back muscles, upper back muscles, is with an elastic to open your arms, for example. There are many other exercises to do it. When you're at your office or at home and you feel that your posture is not great anymore, you feel slouched, you feel that your eyes are looking on the bottom of the screen, take a few seconds to do a few repetitions of these exercises. If you feel well with both of them, you can do them together, self-rowing and shoulder opening, no problem with that. And that is something, of course, you can do as well as at home, confined right now, or if you work from home or from your office, absolutely no problem. And
it goes always, of course, with the idea of life is mobility, life is movement, contractions of the core, stretching, hydration, all that is what we need to continue to have an active posture as possible. So that's the end of that little presentation about posture at home during that confinement or at your job all the year long. And hope to see you soon for a next checkup. And stay safe. See you on eurosteel.org. Bye bye.